Euro 2012 is coming up right now and it's around the corner, and I saw the kickoff that the England excel. Didn't agree with a lot of it, but here's mine. Let's get into it. Euro 2020 is fast approaching and England have a chance of winning it all. Don't get me wrong, we ain't got the manager, but trust me, we have the talent. And today I'm going to give you the 11 players I would put together. Literally, it is very difficult, a lot harder than it looks, that will lead England to gold medal at the Euro Championships. Let's get into it. Gang, I know we hate international football, but when it comes to Euros, there's a certain feel about it. First tournament I ever watched was 2002 World Cup, and Owen banged that goal in, and I thought there was faith. Then my heartbreak journey with England started. Honestly, guys, this was super fun to do, so hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You will enjoy this, and I'll be bringing you a lot of content regarding England, Chelsea, and football in general. Plus, when the Euros start, I will be all over with content, quick videos here and there. So let's get into the lineup without further ado. So it was difficult to pick a formation because Gareth is going to opt for the 3-4-3, but personally I think the best formation for us to go with is a 4-3-3. The reason being, we've got tremendous attacking talent and not so much good defenders. When it comes to our defenders, a lot of them are pants, but when it comes to our attackers, a lot of them are absolute star boys. So let's start with the goalkeeping position. This goalkeeper positions gave me so much paranoia. I didn't know how to pick it. On my mum's life, I don't know who to pick. All three of them give me jitters. I don't know how to pick it. We can go with Dean Henderson, who is average at best. Then you have Pope, who is a phenomenal shot stopper, but can't kick a ball to save his life. And then you have Jordan Pickford, who is just average all round. Personally, I hate to say this, I'm going to go with Jordan Pickford. I'm absolutely going to go with Jordan Pickford. I feel like he's the best out of the worst bunch. He's got tournament experience and Gareth trusts him and he'll put him in. So hopefully Jordan, with his little dinosaur hands, is going to come in and save us. Come on, Jordan. At right back, we are ridiculously blessed. When I tell you we are blessed, we have players coming out of our art. And I mean that in the nicest way. We have got number one, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Champions League winner, and the man is absolutely fantastic going forward. Defensively, a little bit shaky. Could be an excellent option. We've got Reece James, built like Hulk, absolutely tank and great at going forward and backward. Kyle Walker, in my opinion, is a great footballer and a phenomenal athlete. The guy is learning so much under Pep Guardiola. We are absolutely spoilt for choice, and I haven't even mentioned Wan-Bissaka. Personally, I think the one we should be going with is Kyle Walker. Reason being, I think he's the most experienced. I think he's arguably on the best form out of the four, and more importantly, he has got that winning mentality from Manchester City that he is going to bring to this squad to inherit it. You look at the one position that made me very interested, and this one position for me that made me very interested is the centre-back position. John Stones is out of this league at this moment in time. He is fantastic. You look at it and you're like, John Stones is actually really good. Why don't we see this more often? But then you remember, is it because Ruben Diaz plays alongside? Is it because Ruben Diaz brings the best out? Realistically speaking, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to tell you he has to start in his team. Normally, I would opt for Joe Gomez, but it looks like he's going to be out of the tournament, and Joe Gomez cannot partner John Stones. It's going to be Slabhead. Slabhead isn't great, but Slabhead does the trick. He is okay on the ball, he is decent in the air, and he is got Captain Minerals, apparently. Every Manchester United fan I talk to tells me that's the trick. But we're going to have to deal with it, alright? That's our way. You look at the left back position, and the left back position is simple for me. Ben Chilwell is not good enough, and Luke Shaw is absolutely fantastic. Every time I see Luke Shaw play, I'm impressed. The man is ridiculously quick for a man of his size. He's got great positioning, decent ball, and he is courageous on the ball. He likes to take his man on, get to the byline and whip it in. Ben Chilwell is way too nonchalant and way too safe on the ball. As a man that watches Chelsea on a weekly basis and inherits too much Chelsea content, Ben Chilwell really disappointed me this year with the signing. I thought he was bad. I didn't think he was this bad. For me, the right way to go is Luke. The midfield is the part that I'm going to be a little bit controversial in, and a lot of people are going to get offended by this, especially my subscribers. For me, the defensive midfielder won't be Calvin Phillips, it won't be Harry Winks, it will be Declan Rice. Whilst I don't think Declan Rice is fantastic, I do think Declan Rice has a role in this team to play. He's going to have to be the destroyer, shift the ball quickly to the side, and let the other players that are more more talented than him in the final third, develop play and make us become competitive. Declan Rice has been fantastic for West Ham, a team that is actively leading the charge to finish fourth. Is he good enough for England? I need you to tell me that in the comments below, because I don't know. For me now, I think this is very important, and when I say this is very important, I think Jordan Henderson needs to be the captain of this team. Jordan Henderson is criminally underrated, and when I say criminally underrated, I mean that with my chest. This guy is bloody fantastic. This man really does the trick when it comes to teams being successful. He is a captain that figuratively and literally pushes his teams over the edge. He makes the key decisions at the right time, shifts the ball to speed up the tempo, slows it down when needed, shouts at the right people, and he leads by example. He is fantastic, Roy Keane-esque in the way that he holds himself on the pitch. He doesn't allow anybody take him for a mug, and he's a great player. The number 10 role in a 4-2-3-1 for me is integral, and this is where we need to be mature, and this is where we need to be absolute focused on the right thing to do. And for me, we are so stacked in this position, whether you look at Mr. James Madison, Foden, Jack Grealish, Raheem Sterling. A lot of players can actually play in this position, and it is important, it is imperative that we pick the right one. And for me, it needs to be Phil Foden. Phil Foden has the versatility to play across all three positions. When Phil Foden plays, I get excited. I literally sit on the edge of my seat and I go, this is the kid that I want England to build themselves around. For me, he has to be a starter, and if England can achieve anything this summer, it will all be due to Phil Foden playing a vital role. On the left hand side, and this is the most important one, and this is the most interesting one, you need to have Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is the X factor. Jack Grealish is the man that we need to build this team around. Jack Grealish is our Gaza. I don't know who Gaza is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know him from the faces that we see on the TV screen, but I never watched him play. I'm not old enough. But I heard he was an absolute baller, so that was just a throwaway comment. But this is the most important thing, guys. This is the most important thing. He needs to be there charging the ball. He reminds me of Eden Hazard when he's on the ball. He makes things happen. He drags you up that pitch into the final third, and he beats men at will. That is super, super important, especially when you play for a nation like England, that lacks creativity in the final third because of the manager's tactic. We will depend on individual brilliance. Finally, on that right-hand side, I think we have to go with experience. And I know a lot of people are going to say, Jaden Sancho, Jaden Sancho, Jaden Sancho. No. For me, whilst Jaden Sancho is a very good player and he's a great alternative to have off the bench, and Marcus Rashford adds a lot of goals, Raheem Sterling is the one to go with. And the reason I believe Raheem Sterling is the one to go with is because Raheem Sterling is prolific, and you need two different alternatives. Whilst you have the creator in Jack Grealish on the left hand side, you need a willing runner on the right hand side that is going to make the run into the box, that is going to go through one-on-one, and you're going to pray that he finishes. I don't believe in Rashford in that right hand side role, and Jaden Sancho is an interesting player, but I don't know how I feel about him when it comes to Raheem Sterling. It's a toss of a coin. Literally, I couldn't decide. Even whilst I was recording this right now, I'm still struggling to decide. But I genuinely think now that I've said Raheem, I need to commit with it. Finally, up top, I think this man picks himself. This man will be imperative to anything we achieve in this tournament. He is our knight. He is our knight in shining armor. He is fantastic. Mr. Harry Kane himself. The only way he's winning a trophy is with England, because Lord knows he ain't gonna win one with Spurs. You know what I mean? But all jokes aside, he needs to play, and he needs to play well. Let's hope he stays injury-free for the rest of the season, because you know this man has got injuries that follow him around. Otherwise, he is going to be one of the people that really causes us a lot of issues. So, peeps, this is it. Was the Kavkas View. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on the team. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is an overview of my team. Just to sum it up quickly, we got Pickford in goal, as you can see on screen. Right back Walker, Stones and Maguire. Left back Shaw. Midfield two of Hendo and Rice. Then we're going to have the man, the only beast that I like to call Phil Foden. Jack Grealish on the left, Sterling on the right, and you need to have Kane. That was my team. Let me hear yours. I'm out. Peace out. Bye.